Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today it's me alone, and guess why? It's a single player adventure map called the Stanley Parable. Now, you may have watched me play the Stanley Parable. I think I played it once without the Oculus. I don't know if I played it again with the Oculus. I know I did it again with the Oculus. But yeah, Oculus game. No, I'm joking. So if you don't remember the Stanley Parable, there was like the beginning mod for Half-Life 2. Then they did a reboot. Now the team, I think it's a team, or it's a guy called Half Crafted, and obviously some help, I'm guessing. Unless he did it alone, then good job, because it looks like it took a long time. They put it in the Minecraft, in other words, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Like I say, I would get James or Luke up in here, but I mean, it's kind of a single-player game. I'll give it a try on my own. There's also a resource pack, so I'm hoping that some of the announcer stuff's being added, let's say. Also, as well, in the it's not actually all of the endings are in at the moment. I'll just quickly skip ahead, and it says, here you go, it's content missing. The red and blue door ending, if anyone remembers that one. And the restart buttons have got to be manual. And I think manual spelled wrong. I think it's AL, not EL. Anyway, and yeah, all other endings, museum, window, whiteboard, etc. that will not be added. But yeah, if the audio is loud, I can change it, whatever. Turn up sound. The sound is up. Are you not happy? You're not happy with this? I will turn it down a bit more anyway. Alright, okay, let's push. Let's see what happens.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Of course.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I mean, the amount of times I've played Stanley Parable, you'd think I'd actually know that off by heart. Oh, jeez.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
I mean, you know,
or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Anyone out there?
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I'm up from my desk. I will walk out. That is really cool, though.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Ooh. Now, I'm not going to rush through it, because another one of the rules in the book was to not sprint, because if you sprint it might overlap the audio and whatever. But I do like that they've imported every little bit into the game. I mean, it is a bit of it. And then there's just the Minecraft music that ruins it. Does that ruin it all? No, it doesn't. There you go. Let's push some of these and see what happens. Anything, really? No? This one? This one, you know, it'd be really cool if they did add the if you remember the achievement for pushing all computers, tapping on a door 5 times and everything. But I mean, that'd be so hard to do for some reason. I don't know. I can't make a map. Me no good redstone. Here we go. So here's our first decision we get now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now, what I'm thinking of doing, if you haven't played the original Stanley Parable, by the way, and you're watching this far, I do recommend you go and check it out, because it is a really good game. Obviously, if you want to watch mine, feel free, but it was using the Oculus, so it's a bit, you know, not very well. But whenever I play, I kind of like to go the right way, because there's more options, but I'm guessing because it's the Minecraft version, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the left door first, and then I'll take right, and obviously variate from there. And we'll try and show all the endings as well, but we'll have to see, depending on how long it all goes. Ooh. Oh, and there's that long corridor to come back.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Not a single person at all. What is this? I like how some of the rooms are flipped as well.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes, I did, didn't I? Yes. Oh, God. Ooh. No. Okay. No. Hello?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Panels over there.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Yes, I did.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret.
If I remember, it's
number.
2447?
2845.
I can't remember.
But of course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2, 8. Okay, I'll do it as 1. 2845.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Wait.
Shocked, unraveled,
Oh, you're meant to be
Stanley
in
wondered
creative
in
mode.
disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
What about
What he could
2,
not have
8,
known
4, 5.
was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Yeah, come on.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. This is the story of a man Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keys, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
I've already gone wrong. I'm going to wait until... help me. No wonder Stanley went mad. I'm just going to wait until this one goes off.
This is what employee 427 did every day.
There we go, I think we're done now. It's for some reason it started from the beginning, like the audio, but we'll see if it doesn't mess up.
Descending deeper into the building,
no, it doesn't.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh no. Ta-da! Okay, so I think I'm not going to spoil it for anyone that hasn't actually seen it and is watching this, because, you know. But all I'm saying is you should probably play it first. I don't know. Which one? I think, yeah, okay, I remember this ending. This one's the basic one. Ooh, I wonder what that is. Mind control facility. Boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Oh yeah, TVs.
Did he have the strength to find out?
I wonder if numbers are actually going to appear.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Nope,
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
And the last one.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
No.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable.
There we go.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah, the reason I'm waiting... Oh, geez, get away. The reason I'm waiting around is because... I don't know. I know that it's not going to happen. Like, no way possible. Although, it could, just to see if the Easter egg is also being added. So if anyone can't remember, if you get to this part doing it normal and then come all the way back and push the button, I think it is, then, like, it'll start saying happy birthday and start playing... No, not happy birthday. It'll say, like, Easter egg found and such stuff. I think I did a video on it, or I did it in the Oculus video, I can't remember. But it's pretty funny. If you haven't seen that, I'd definitely recommend... Get out of here! Definitely check it out. It's pretty funny. I did, yes, accidentally, break the wall. I thought it was nothing. I thought it was just you jump in and die. So I thought, find out what's beneath there. Here we go. Let's see what leads up here then. So this is supposed to be the elevator that leads up.
The heart of the operation. Controls labelled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, I remember this room. So this room's the big dome one area, if you remember. Yeah, let's try some actions out. Walking. No? 1. What's up there? Nothing. 2. Eating. Do any of these work? No? Just a light that flickers on? Yeah, I suppose so. 5. Do you do anything? No? Do you? Push all of the buttons. That's what. Don't you remember? See if this does anything. 0. What about in here? Oh, and there's the end. I'm going to see if I can actually dismantle this first, actually. So let's try 0. It's so painstaking to walk back and forth as well. Especially because I can't run. Or, you know, can't run. Inverted commas. 1. Here we go. 2. Is this? Yeah, this one's 2. 3, I'm guessing, is this? Yeah. So we just need 4 now. And that one's 5. And this one, maybe? No? You're 4 and you're 5. I don't know then. Let's push these for no random reason. Push all of the buttons and feel no guilt. Yeah, they do nothing. Wonder if 4's around here then. Oh, it is. And just gotta go all the way back to 5 and see what happens. I apologise, I ran then. 5. Push button. Nothing happened. Oh! Ah, oh, Jesus Christ. Great. Okay, let's carry on walking then, obviously, because that won't work. And this is the end bit. Hopefully I haven't missed that step back there, because I mean, you know. Here we go. Right? Off or on? Off. Dun dun. That still scares me. I'm missing the ambient sound though. Here we go. Walk right up to it.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Yep.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Is it just going to be
Whatever
a blank
life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the
and it's raining.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
There you go. Unless it's potentially meant to be raining.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Until he was TP'd into here. What is this? Oh, there you go. So that's ending, like the original ending, I suppose, really. You could call it the original. One of the endings. Don't know if the toggle down falls on purpose at the end. I don't know. But, there obviously is more endings. If this was a short video, there might be some more. If not, we'll see. But, in other words, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next part with some more endings. Goodbye.